Yeah, what it is, 2024. I am Stefan Lorenzo. I'm back, baby. You know, they can't keep a good one down. You know, not for long, that is. You did. Happy New Year. I'm finna come up in here, give y'all a little update of what's going on. First of all, I want to make sure, you know, all y'all had a happy New Year. You did. It ain't necessarily my New Year. You know, I'm on the lunar calendar, not the Gregorian calendar. But for most of y'all, it's the new year. So I hope that y'all, are up on your goals, not your resolutions. I think resolutions are a bunch of bull-ish. We're trying to watch the cursing. We got that 2 minute, thing going on here on YouTube. But yeah, though, so I know I ain't really been going live on this channel like I normally was. There's been a lot going on in my personal life, in my business life as well. As y'all know or probably don't know, I relocated to Atlanta. That's where I'm at now. You know, we ducked off over here in Buckhead. You did. Maybe I'll give y'all a tour of the crib one day. But yeah, though, so just finding the transition and just trying to take my career to the next level while navigating, all these hurdles that's out here. You did, which brings me to my first topic. First, you coming up in here, make sure y'all hit the like button so we can get the message out. I ain't been receiving those super chats lately, and it's cool. I'm cool on the super chats. I don't have my Cash App up here like a lot of other YouTubers do, even though I don't really consider myself a YouTuber. With that being said, the best thing you can do, you want to help me, is share the video, like the video. You did. But what I want to talk about tonight for a quick second is rushing. It's rushing. And from talking to you, I'm really talking to myself. Rushing. Like I rushed, me personally, I rushed to do a whole lot of shit last year and even the year before last. You know, I was rushing so much because, quite frankly, I was afraid. Yeah, I was afraid of going back to jail, really going back to prison. Ever since I got out, 3.5 years ago, I've been afraid that I'm gonna go back. So a lot of things I did prematurely, especially entertainment-wise, not really knowing what the fuck I was doing because I was afraid. I was afraid of going back to prison and having to look back at the guys that I left and all the things I told them I was gonna do when I got out, and I didn't make good on those things. That was like one of my worst nightmares. This might sound crazy to a lot of people out there, but guys who've been incarcerated before, especially in prison, federal prison at that, can attest to what I'm saying. Matter of fact, I even think I heard Gates talk about that before in an interview not too long ago, like how he was doing things to take pictures, etc. So when I go back to the joint, I got my respect. You dig? But fuck all that. Fuck all that. I'm past rushing things. Well, I believe I'm past it. People talk a lot about, not forcing vibes. And a lot of times we won't force vibes with people, but a lot of times we'll force vibes with business and just other things that we want to do. We'll force it before it's actually time to do it, instead of making sure everything lines up. And it's a fine line between procrastination and being hasty. And mankind, men and women, but especially man, we given to doing things out of haste. Being quick to do something. And Lord willing, inshallah, I'm gonna get better on that as the time progresses. As far as especially about being hasty, about dealing with women. You dig? Like on some player shit, everybody knows that I consider myself a player, not a pimp, but a player. And I was talking to a young lady about this earlier today. See, the real reason a lot of players, or should I say a lot of pimps, don't really like niggas that label themselves players is because players, we can interchange the rules. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to follow by a certain set of rules when it comes to dealing with women. You know what I mean? Certain things we can play fast and loose with. But when you a P, an actual pimp, which I could never be because I don't have that much self-control or discipline, you are locked in by these rules. You know what I'm saying? Which brings me to another thing. The Players Ball, shout out to Bishop Don Magic Juan, just passed. It was here in Atlanta. I went to the one, probably I think that was 2021 when I first got out of prison, a little bit after I first got out of prison. You know, I took that bitch Kim. If y'all know Kim, y'all know Kim. I took Big Booty Kim with me. I spoke about this before, but that was a motherfucking violation. I had no business taking that bitch, but I didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to take a bitch that's been down with me, you know what I'm saying, for some years. You know what I'm saying? Handling my motherfucking business, you know, socking into my pocket like the stock market. You did, shout out Pimpy King. But no, like, they just had another Players Ball just last month. In December here in Atlanta. I was gonna go, right? Again. And then like I caught myself, you know, as far as the hastiness, I caught myself like, oh look, I already been there, I done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no niggas there that can really teach me anything. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to this game that I'm in, you dig? And I'm not a pimp. I'm a player that's endeavoring to be in the entertainment industry. So it's like, what can these individuals really do for me there? Why am I really going there? And I'm going here to just be seen around a bunch of niggas. You know what I'm saying? Am I going here to really handle some business? But I don't have the same level of discipline when it comes to women. Yeah, for some odd reason, I don't have the same level of discipline when it comes to women. And this is something for all my fellas out here, like, yo, especially all my niggas that's like over 30. And even the ones younger. Like, yo, we gotta be exercising discipline when you're dealing with these women, man, because yes, the bitch should have a choosing fee. I don't want no bitch, I don't want no woman coming around me that don't add some type of value. You know what I'm saying? Preferably monetary value. Or any value she add that's gonna lead to a monetary value, whether she know it or not. You know, that's the job of a player, you know? But yeah, though, like, man, don't be letting these women come around you, dog, you know, without no real value, bro, because they really just want some, I know as far as me, bitches be coming around me to want to throw me some pussy just to be able to say they fuck Stefan. You know what I'm saying? Without actually, you know, even being down for Stefan or doing anything for Stefan. You know what I'm saying? I can't pick up the phone and get a cup of coffee out of bitch. You know what I'm saying? But they feel like they be entitled to some dick. And that's because y'all women, y'all be knowing. Y'all be knowing. What do y'all be knowing? Y'all be knowing a nigga is weak. A nigga is weak, especially for some Gucci. I'm no exception. Man is weak for a woman. You know what I'm saying? At least the natural man, that is. And like, I kind of slipped up and let a woman, it's part bad thing about being a player, interchanging the rules, I kind of slipped up and let a woman come around me, you dig? Just really based off the simple fact that she had a fat ass and she wanted to throw a nigga some pussy. And even me, I'm gonna tell you something, like I thought that, okay, like, no, I got this shit. No, I got this shit. I know this bitch trying to finesse, but I got this shit. You know what I'm saying? Wait till I hit this bitch, whatever, whoop, whoop, whoop. But you can't be thinking like that, dog. You can't be thinking like that, because whatever she gonna do regardless. You know what I'm saying? Sex should not even be involved. Matter of fact, I don't even want to have sex in 2024. Like, I'm really sticking to my guns. I don't even want to have sex with no women, period. No sexual relations, period, unless like they fully invested in what I got going on. Real shit. Yeah, that's the affirmation that we speaking on right now. You know? And to all my niggas out there, all the real men, my younger men, my older men. Oh, let's back up real quick. This is a special, it's a side note to the plus size community. If you notice, pretty much every model, every quote unquote plus size model that got like a following online, pretty much all of them are over 30. Yeah, pretty much all of them are over 30. Where am I going with this? I'm gonna tell you where I'm going. All these plus size models, and just a lot of these models in general, but especially the plus size ones, most of the ones that's popping are over 30. But they'll try to give a nigga shit, right? For me being over 30 and engaging in entertainment. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like the double standard shit is crazy. Like, bitches, just recently, I had some broads, you know what I'm saying, around me at the studio pull up on me. I think I posted that too. Like, them broads came in the studio real, you know what I'm saying, like real unruly. It's a double standard. Hold up, let me land my plane. They came in there real unruly. Bitches was like grabbing their pussy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas ain't eating no pussy up in here. Y'all niggas ain't, you know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas don't fuck with big bitches, whatever. But flip that around. If me and some niggas like came in a studio session, and I didn't even know none of them bras except for one, but I didn't even remember. Grabbing our dicks and shit, all aggressive. Hey, yeah, bitch. What's up with you bitches? Hey, you bitches ain't sucking no dick up in here. What's going on? Hey, bitch. You know, they look at us like we crazy. Like we some real weirdos. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is up with these niggas? But if a group of women do it, it's funny. You know what I'm saying? And that's the culture, like all the double standard shit, which leads me back to the message I was giving to my niggas out there. Don't let these women, man, come in your life, man. They don't add no value, bro. Especially my niggas that's over 30. Like, we gotta get past, you know what I'm saying, the thirsty shit. Not even the thirsty shit, just thinking with our dick so much. You know what I'm saying? I know I think with my dick more than I should. And sometimes it don't be me thinking with my dick. It be me, I just genuinely like being around women, right? Sometimes I don't be having a desire to fuck with a woman like sexually, and that end up happening just because I like being around women. But yeah, the double standard shit, dog, it's at an all-time high. It's at an all-time high. Case in point, 2 weeks ago, I'm at the club, right? I'm chilling. Like, I'm at the club, doing my thing. Shout out to P. Brown, you know? And I see a young lady that I used to deal with, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna go into all of it, but she told me, like, hey, you see me out? You know, say hi. I'm like, of course I'm gonna say hi. I had a little situation with some of her little friends, and that's another thing. I don't know what it is with me in these groups, right? But when I get with these groups of BBWs, like these groups of women, like it always tend to end up being some type of drama. So anyway, fast forward. I'm at the club, I'm doing my thing. I see a shorty I used to deal with. I go across the room to speak to her. She's outside on the balcony, you know, I'm talking to her, real player, her and a couple of her friends. And out of nowhere, man, a bitch just come screaming, like, you know what I'm saying? Got security with her, all type of shit. Some other bitch mad at me about some shit I posted. I don't even know this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to get a nigga kicked out the club, like, talking all aggressive, all type of crazy shit. And in that instance, you know, I had to exercise self-restraint because, like, if for one, I'm not doing no arguing with a bitch I'm not fucking. Two, even if I am fucking this bitch, I look crazy as hell, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting into an argument with a female, especially in public. Three, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm too player for that shit. Anyway, I handled the shit as player as I could and tried to, like, you know, hold on to my composure. And sure enough, like the next day I get the call, you know, from the same bitch, like, hey, look, you know, we want to make things up, like we want to be cool, blase, skip, and all this other shit. And they gonna remain nameless, but what I'm saying is, I fucked up in that instance because, like, I let these people, these women come around me with no real actual value, me like trying to be a good guy. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Sometimes a nigga be trying to be a good guy a little bit too much. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, sometimes nigga be trying to be a good guy a little bit too much, and my kindness get taken for weakness. Matter of fact, that's happened to me more often than not. You dig? So, you know, 2024, man, we gotta stick to our guns, you know, and make sure we keep our value high. You dig? And if anybody can just, you know, come around, right? If a bitch can just come around because she look good, or she got a fat ass, or she talking about sucking some dick, or whatever, you know? What makes us special? What makes me special? What makes you special? You know? And then, my reality show is gonna be dropping soon. We're in the process of just now getting all that business together. And as the situation progresses, I'm gonna be talking about it more. Y'all can make sure y'all follow me on the gram at I am Stefan Lorenzo 407, all one word. I got a lot of new music popping. You dig? What up, my nigga? Tiger Kill. What it is? Yeah. We got more content on the way. We got all that. But one thing I want to let you know, my nigga, like, I don't need BBWs to do what it is I do. You understand what I'm saying? I don't need BBWs to do what it is what I do. I don't. And part of me, sometimes I think I'm crazy or something wrong with me, I think. Maybe. I mean, I don't think something's wrong with me, but maybe something might be wrong with me for truly loving, like being attracted to plus size women the way that I am. You dig? Yeah, man, I appreciate that, my nigga. You gotta make sure you share the video. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. Turn me up one time. But when it comes to these women, man, make sure they got some value, dog. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they got some value. Make sure they add value in to whatever it is you got going on. Because, you know, we the men, you know, and it's a lot of fuck shit going on in the culture. You dig? Yeah, it's a lot of fuck shit going on in the culture, shit I want to expose. But in due process, we're not gonna rush nothing. I got a lot of music on the way, a lot of visuals on the way. 2024, you know, we're gonna do this shit right. We're gonna do this shit right the best we can, better than we did it last year. We're not gonna rush. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take our time and do shit, and we're not gonna give into our fears. And I'm not gonna give into my fear of going back to jail. That's probably like my two biggest fears probably. I'm ready to get up out of here, but my two biggest fears is probably dying broke and going to jail, or dying in jail and broke. Yeah, but God protect us from that. Anyway, when God creates, he makes no mistakes. Big is beautiful too. It's up, it's stuck. But before I get out, I'm gonna tell y'all a story real quick. All right. So this happened about 2 weeks ago. It was this bitch, right? That you know, she used to be, you know, wanting to fuck with a nigga or whatever. I didn't really want to fuck with the bitch because, you know, the bitch claimed she was getting all this paper and all this other shit, but act like she had a problem breaking bread on the kid, you know. So I ain't, based on the strength of that, I ain't want to fuck with the bitch. But anyway, I got word that the bitch had relocated, you know, to Atlanta, and I got on the phone with the bitch, and we was popping it a little bit, and I met up with the bitch, and I'm like, okay, this bitch, you know, she changing her tune. Maybe I'm gonna go ahead and fuck with her. So, long story short, I meet up with the bitch after the club at the Waffle House, whatever. We can go to the room, and the bitch ordered her food, whatever. She like, you want something? I'm like, man, just give me a cup of coffee, a little raisin toast or whatever. So she orders her food. We come out. I'm finna follow her to the little room or whatever. And she called me. She like, hey, damn, they fucked up my order. I'm like, what happened, baby? She like, they fucked up my order. You know, they didn't give me my blueberry waffle. They gave me a regular waffle. I gotta go back up in here. And I'm like, well, damn, bitch, I told you I was on a limited time frame. You know what I'm saying? It's a long ass line in there. We already had to wait down there about 40 minutes just to get that. So you finna go back up in there, you know, for the blueberry waffle? So damn, bitch, like, which one is more appealing? You would rather have me or the blueberry waffle? And the bitch, you know, the bitch didn't budge. She went back in there and got that blueberry waffle. When God creates, he makes no mistakes. Big is beautiful too. It's up and stuck. We lit.